Hi. Today I'm going to talk about capital punishment, also known as the death penalty. Capital punishment is the punishment inflicted upon those who commit serious, oftentimes heinous crimes, as in aggravated murder, really brutal rapes. In the past, it's been done for things like robbery, stealing cattle, stealing horses, things like that. Capital murder, I believe, is a good thing only if the convict has been proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Unfortunately, there's times when people have been put on death row and even given the death penalty when they afterwards has been proven that they were innocent through DNA. A very famous crime that was committed where 3 of the 4 were put to death was this case in Texas where these 3 guys, one who was under 18, the other 3, one was 17, one was 18, but one was 14. He was the younger brother of one of the convicts, and one was in his 20s. They were sitting around drinking, and they followed these 2 girls home, 14 years old and 16 years old. That's how old the girls were. They followed them through a railroad track, and they brutally raped and murdered them. The details of that case were so horrific that I won't even go into detail right now. The rape was for over an hour, and then they just brutally murdered them using items such as shoelaces. It took many years for those 3 to be convicted. Well, not convicted, but put to death because of the fact that they're allowed to, fight it and give many appeals. But eventually they were, 2 of them actually put to death. One was given a life sentence. And the 14-year-old who wasn't part of the murder, just the rape, even though he didn't want to be, he was given a life sentence with the possibility of parole after he reached 18. Many states in the United States do not have the capital punishment option. They've outlawed it. But many still do. One state that has completely abolished the death penalty is New York. They believe it's against human rights. But states like Texas and Alabama, they still do it. Ways that they do the death penalty is by firing squad, which hasn't been done in many years. Also, electrocution, which is very rare, but is still occasionally done. And then there's lethal injection, which is the more common route that they often choose. Connecticut here has had one case in the last few years, but they're another one that they really don't like to do it. Like I said earlier, I am for it as long as they've been convicted and, there's no doubt about it that they were the perpetrator in the crime. Thank you. Good night.